What is good, Neo family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Neo stock and talk about when I think Neo is going to break $250 a share. Now I know that sounds like a dream come true, guys, but I do want to give you guys my realistic understanding of when I see it happening. I'm also going to do some in-depth technical analysis and use some analogies to help you better understand the market and how it functions and how Neo could break all-time highs. Now, before I say anything about that, before I go into more detail about Neo, I do have to mention some very important things. First, the first thing is please do not take this as financial advice. This is only for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the opportunity to win up to $200,000 as Moomoo is giving away 200 grand for the new year. So if you want a chance to win that money, guys, please check out the link down below. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So this is Neo's share price. As you guys can see, for the short term, it does look a little bit bearish, right? I did talk about this in my previous videos, but here's the thing about the market, guys. We are in a very capricious market. Now, the market will do things you don't expect it to, but there's one thing I will tell you, and that is even though the market doesn't always, it's not necessarily obligated to follow the past, it certainly, most definitely has a tendency to do that. It tends to follow previous trends. And let's talk about some previous trends right now. So there are all these people saying the market's going to crash, it's going to lead to doomsday. Well, the truth is, guys, now that everyone is anticipating that, I don't necessarily see a sign of that really happening yet. Because right now, it looks like the market's going to find some lows. It's going to find a bottom, a bottom, and then bounce off of that. At least that's the way I see it for for as of the next like couple of months. But let's just talk about what if there was a bit of a drop, because we were in similar situations in the past. Let's look at this right here first. This is the federal funds rate since the 1980s, right? There were many instances where interest rates had to be risen by some crazy, crazy amounts because inflation was going through the roof in America, right? A lot of people are going crazy over this right here. Oh, inflation is at 7.5%, and that is kind of concerning, right? We're seeing 40-year high inflation rates. However, however, we were in situations like this in the past. We saw inflation rise up many, many different times, and as a result of that, interest rates go up, and the federal funds rate is risen by the Fed, right? They raise the funds rate to in turn raise interest rates, which does cause the market to kind of take a bit of a hit. You guys can see, like, every time they did it, we saw the SPY drop. But then it slowly recovers, guys. Every single time they drop it, it recovers. If I zoom in right here, 2008, it drops very hard. Boom, we have a fast recovery. Let's go to right here. Small drop right there. Boom, fast recovery. And the market does not look like it wants to crash, if I'm going to be real with you. We saw a bit of a crash. We went from like the $340 range all the way down to 218 at one point. Big drop, then a boom, a fast recovery. So the market is like this right here. And I drew this out, maybe not the best drawing, but this is a slingshot. If you guys could actually recognize it or not from my drawing, this is a slingshot. The market's like a slingshot because as you bring stocks back and back and back, they're going to rally the other way, and they're going to rally very hard and fast, especially recently. I mean, look at the SPY recently, right? In March of 2020, big hit, fast recovery. In just a few months, we fully recovered and we started rallying. And it does look like we're going to see something very similar happen in the future. Now, I'm not saying that the market's not going to crash. I'm not saying I don't truly know how it's going to play out, but I do know that if we were to have a crash, it's going to be followed by a very fast recovery. So looking at Neo, look at what happened in the past to this company. There were times where this thing had very, very big hits, right? Like it broke its all-time high, $66 a share. It crashed all the way down to the 30s, then recovered, going up to the 56, then it dropped after that. I mean, it's very, very volatile, but obviously we're dropping with the market because of inflation, the Fed, but I do see us having a good recovery, guys, and even this year. And the reason I see a recovery is because I just think that a lot of what we have been doing is seeing small to mid cap stocks get destroyed, like Neo, getting hammered over the last, I don't know, 3 to 9 months. So I think Neo is going to be part of this new, I would say, distribution of funds getting kind of distributed to all of these massive, I'm sorry, these small companies, small cap stocks. And I think that there's going to be a lot of squeezes this year, maybe in the next year or so, or within that time frame. I see a lot of big moves coming because there's a lot of margin debt in America. There's also tons of stocks. I mean, if you look at the Russell 2000, heavily shorted stocks. And what's happening is, can the shorts keep on doing this with the Evergrande situation and other factors? And the answer is no. So as they start to cover, as other things play out, I think Neo is going to have a very big run. I'm going to show you what I think this run is going to look like. So it does seem like we're about to find our bottom, but this may not be the bottom, guys. And the reason I say that is because, look, Neo might start to recover. Actually, it's looking a little bit bearish, so maybe it'll run like this. Starts to run up, but then March comes and they raise rates, and boom, Neo's going to take a hit, guys. The entire market's going to take a big hit if they do raise rates as soon as March. And we might continue to rally sideways and down for a couple of months, maybe. I'm not saying it's going to be a market crash, maybe a small correction. But then the reason I'm saying that is because the market tends to be exaggerated. Now, what I see after that, guys, is Neo is going to slowly, by the summertime, start rallying once again. Maybe it's going to resemble a Wyckoff accumulation schematic, and then we're going to run. And we're going to see like a squeeze like formation towards, I would say, Q3 and Q4 probably. Maybe even as early as Q2. So this could be too early. And we may end up running very hard towards the very end, guys. And let me show you to what extent I'm talking about. Before the year ends, pretend this is the start of 2023. We could see Neo go, in my opinion, to around $80 a share. Just like that. Now I'm going to make the chart look smaller like this, just to show you these higher numbers. And I think, hold on, right here I have 2024 and so on and so forth. So I think we could break past 80, maybe even higher, guys. That may even be an underestimate. We may go as high as maybe $90 a share, $95. Then we have Neo Day come out, right? Neo Day comes, boom, we run to 110, 115. Then after that, we have a big drop. Okay, then people talk about the market crash, or they kind of exaggerate about that. Maybe Neo will drop a little bit, like this, down to 66. And then boom, we have a big recovery after that. And then we just start rallying all the way up to maybe like 175. That could actually happen considering their numbers and the EV space that's just growing like crazy. Then we drop again. We start another cycle. And we just trade a little bit sideways. Start to run. Then we hit $200 a share, maybe sometime next year, guys. It is possible. Am I guaranteeing it? No. But the thing about Neo is people don't realize the growth potential it has. And I'm predicting that what could happen is we slowly drop. Then we have one big cycle towards the end. Neo Day comes in 2024. It pushes us up to like 230. Then we drop. And then sometime near mid 2024, we might see Neo surpass 250 a share. Now, this is all just speculative. It's not guaranteed. But considering the growth we're going to see in the company, and I know I kind of messed up the lines right here, but you guys get my point. This thing has insane potential, guys, in my opinion. And I'm very bullish for its future for the long term. So this is just my prediction. It could be kind of off, but at the end of the day, guys, I'm very bullish. Very bullish for the future of Neo. I can't wait for what they end up showing with their new, cars coming out. The new ET5 is going to crush it. And I can't wait for what the future holds. So hopefully I helped you relieve some nerves. Hopefully I provided you with reassurance. And hopefully you guys gained something from this video. And that's basically what I have for this one. So I thank you all for listening. Please enjoy the weekend. And remember, guys, Neo is a sleeping giant. And this was not financial advice. Please enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Neo to the moon, and peace out.